你爱。
佢知道bỏ cái gì qua kia li chỉ thầu ư ở tương sai họ cho biết chế
cho
động lo
bi
tế
chi
cứ yên chỉ tàu
đồ
bỏ nữa bóng khoa mùa.
quê giờ sông sông tô
My
lòng
grandmother
mía
said this to my mother one
chi
night during
lòng
my grandfather's
mi
late
tu
stages of
cha
illness
nọ
and
tô
age.
lòng mía lòng
Since
chi
the day I
mô
was
ở
born,
đĩa nó
sounds were always
lại
something that stuck
tua
with me
nhỏ
as it
lòng mía
resonated with my
lòng chi
experiences
tu
and a
bi
part of my
để
identity.
đa cha chi
My
đồ
mother would always
để
sing her
để
traditional pieces of
chúa
personal
giờ
poetry
sông
called guxia,
sông tô
which
lòng mía
expressed how she would
lòng
feel at the time.
chi lòng tu
Doing
nó
so, she
nhỏ
would
lòng
often
mía
cry
lòng
while
chi
singing her
mô
poetry. In my efforts to understand my mother, music and poetry happened to be one of the core ways in which I could understand and interpret my parents' experiences. But things took time, and even with time, there were bridges that had to be built to establish connections and understandings. As a Hmong American born in the United States, I grew up losing much of my native tongue. With the loss of my native tongue, the gap between my parents and my grandparents also widened. The cultural barriers became something that would create distance between their worldview and mine. But I've learned to use the performing and written arts to connect with my family members and relatives. As I grew older, my music interests began to stray away and were greatly influenced by the variety of cultures in America. I can recall my early years of childhood gravitating toward Korean, Japanese, Thai, Laotian, Indian, and American music. Although my influence in music has also shaped my perspective and world, the music of the Hmong culture and heritage is also deeply ingrained within. Whether it be the timbre of strings sliding up against the metallic chords of a string instrument or the sounds that come from leaf blowing, they are all sounds that give me some sense of life and connection to my Hmong identity. With this identity, I began to understand and empathize with the cries of my parents, my grandparents, my brothers, and my sisters. To this day, tears that fall bring some sense of warmth to me as an individual. Sometimes, the only things that connect me with my parents, my grandparents, or my ancestors are the tears that I've seen, expressing emotions from their dismay to their excitement or surprise. My mother once told my siblings and I, when there was a dispute, "Nè chỉ cha nè bỏ nó qua, để xí. Nè chỉ bao để nữ bóng của mùa cháu nè, on day nữ hò một bư." Like my father, tears fall from my eyes every now and then, bringing a sense of connection to those around me. Similarly, like music, connecting individuals and groups of people, walls collapse as the overwhelming knots in people become undone. But because tears drip with wonder, with sadness, with thoughts and experiences, it becomes easier to smile. I think we, as people, find it will be easier to smile after crying. Just like the sound of music when it enters our body and moves our muscles, intertwining our minds, our bodies, and our spirit.
Just wanna kick it like how we used to. chỉ muốn lần thứ cho mua có thể故sự. Don't leave, do nothing gone true. Ooh, baby. 얼레냐 셰셰션두 졸리려고는 누구 baby missing you only you 조여구 촌ďaka스 조여구 촌ďaka스 missing you only you 조여구 못했어 조여구 못도